Start with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the especially merciful. Today's topic, neglecting each other's rights, a sin that invites punishment, is one of the most painful realities destroying Muslim marriages from the inside. Yet it remains ignored, hidden, and unspoken. Neglecting each other's rights, a sin that invites punishment. Homes are collapsing. Hearts are hardening. Children are suffering. Marriages are breaking, not because of major sins, but because husbands and wives have stopped fulfilling each other's rights. This is not just a relationship issue. This is a spiritual crisis, a sin, a crime, an injustice, a reason for Allah's anger, loss of barakah, and punishment in dunya and akhirah. Let us uncover what happens when spouses neglect each other, when responsibilities are ignored, and how Islam teaches us to restore what was broken. Section 1. A marriage without rights is a marriage without barakah. Marriage in Islam is not just companionship. It is a covenant, a sacred contract described by Allah as a solemn covenant, Mythic Galiza. Qur'an 4:21. When one spouse stops fulfilling rights, they are actually breaking a covenant made in Allah's name. This covenant is not just emotional. It is spiritual. Neglecting it is a sin, not merely bad behavior. Many marriages die silently, not because of lack of love, but because rights are violated every day. The husband is present, but not emotionally available. The wife is physically present, but disconnected and cold. The husband provides money, but no affection. The wife gives love, but no respect. The husband ignores the wife's needs. The wife ignores the husband's rights. When this becomes the lifestyle, Allah removes His blessings from the home. Section 2. Why neglect is a sin. Qur'an warns us. Allah warns explicitly. And do not forget the graciousness between you. Qur'an 2:237. Meaning, do not ignore each other. Do not neglect each other's rights. Do not treat each other with coldness, harshness, or indifference. Another ayah says, live with them in kindness, ma'ruf. Qur'an 4:19. This ayah makes kindness a religious obligation. So if a husband becomes harsh, silent, distant, he is violating Allah's command. If a wife becomes disrespectful, careless, ungrateful, she is violating Allah's command. This is not just marriage problems. This is disobedience to Allah. Section 3. Neglecting rights, a major sin in Sunnah. The Prophet warned us deeply about violating spouse rights. Husband's warning. The Prophet said, the best of you are those who are best to their wives. Tirmidhi. Meaning, a man who does not fulfill his wife's emotional, financial, physical, and spiritual rights is not among the best but among the worst. Wife's warning. The Prophet said, if a woman neglects her husband's rights, the angels curse her until morning. Bukhari and Muslim. Meaning, if she refuses intimacy without valid reason, if she disrespects him, if she humiliates him, if she ignores his needs, she becomes a recipient of divine anger. This is not minor. White medium star. Section 4. Forms of neglect that invite Allah's punishment. There are 7 major forms of neglect that destroy marriage and bring punishment. 1. Emotional neglect. Ignoring feelings. Not talking. Not listening. Mocking their pain. Coldness. Silent treatment. The Prophet was deeply emotionally present for his wives. Ignoring your spouse emotionally is zulm, oppression. 2. Physical neglect. Lack of intimacy. Using excuses. Losing interest. Making each other feel unwanted. Intimacy is not optional in Islam. It is a right. The Prophet said, your spouse has a right over you. Bukhari. 3. Financial neglect for husbands. A husband who doesn't provide, provides unwillingly, compares her to others, makes her beg for money. The Prophet said, it is sufficient sin that a man neglects those in his care. 4. Respect neglect for wives. A wife who disrespects, argues constantly, humiliates, exposes faults, talks to others about marital problems. Disrespect turns a home into hell. 5. Religious neglect. Not reminding each other of Salah. Not encouraging halal. Watching haram. Living far from deen. Allah removes barakah when deen leaves the home. 6. Communication neglect. Most marriages die not because of big sins, but because they stop talking. Silence becomes poison. 7. Gratitude neglect. The Prophet warned, "The one who is not grateful to people is not grateful to Allah." When spouses stop appreciating each other, Allah takes blessings away. Section 5. Consequences of neglect in a marriage. Neglect does not remain small. It turns into silent resentment, emotional detachment, bitterness, heart becoming cold, sins increasing, doors of Shaitan opening, disrespect, mistrust, feeling unimportant, fights, separation, finally divorce or lifelong misery. Worse than divorce is a marriage without love, mercy, or peace. Children grow up insecure, unloved, emotionally damaged, repeating the same mistakes. Remember this truth. A neglected spouse becomes a wounded heart, and wounded hearts eventually stop caring. Section 6. How Shaitan uses neglect to destroy marriages. The Prophet said, "Iblis places his throne on water and sends his armies. The one who creates separation between husband and wife is most honored." Muslim. Neglect is Iblis' favorite tool. When you ignore your spouse, you are unknowingly supporting Shaitan's mission. Section 7. How to fix neglect and restore rights. The Islamic way. 1. Start with repentance. Say, "Ya Allah, I have wronged my spouse. Forgive me." This opens the heart for healing. 2. Learn each other's rights again. Revive the Sunnah. Kindness, respect, service, intimacy, support, generosity. 3. Talk daily, even 10 minutes. Communication restores love faster than anything else. 4. Remove phone addiction. Your spouse deserves your face, not your screen. 5. Revive intimacy. It is a right, not a luxury. 6. Give respect even when angry. Respect is the oxygen of marriage. 7. Make dua for each other. The angels say Amin for the same prayer for you. 8. Pray together. A home that prays together stays together. Section 8. A marriage revived by deen. When spouses start fulfilling each other's rights, Allah sends sukoon. Hearts soften. Love returns. Mercy grows. Barakah increases. Children feel safe. The home becomes a small Jannah. Allah promises, "If you are grateful, I will increase you." Qur'an 14:7. Appreciate each other, and Allah will give you more. Conclusion. Neglect is not small. It is not harmless. It is not a phase. It is a sin, a form of oppression, a path to punishment, and a destroyer of hearts. But the moment you turn back to Allah, fulfill the rights of your spouse, restore kindness, revive mercy, return to Sunnah, Allah will return love, peace, and barakah to your home. May Allah protect every marriage, soften every heart, and guide every couple to justice, mercy, and love. Ameen. If you want, I can now prepare. If you like this video, click the subscribe and like button for more. Share with your spouse.